What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It's been a long day. I've got about 300 miles behind me. I was actually going to my friend Richard's house because I'm going to be doing his kitchen over. So I had about 150 miles to drive there. And then, you know what you damn Eagles do? I had an Eagle fan who's got a house that he's renting from me. And this is the second time that the sewer's done backed up. I told you Eagle fans are full of shit. Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all putting down logs and locking that shit down. I had to run 75-foot snake out there to get that shit cleared. Anyway, something I have speculated about, and this is one of those things that this is the new reality. You here are watching me on YouTube, okay? No longer do you have to have writers and beat reporters and everything else at teams' facilities, because the internet has everything spread all over the place. And we all think that, oh, well, this guy has got, this thing and that. Look, it's really who saw the link first. You got UPI and whatever, all the different things. You got NFL Media, NFL.com. And so it's just basically sharing the information. And so that is the change. And so a guy like me can be on here on YouTube and have a following of just Cowboy fans and things. So when you start looking at the big picture of the shows, what used to work no longer works. It's not the same. People aren't going to sit down for 2.5 or 3 hours to watch a show that may only have this much about what they actually want to watch. That's the reality of it. I'm a Cowboy fan. I want Cowboys news. I don't care about baseball. I don't care about hockey. I don't care about other teams. I just want my Dallas Cowboys, and I want it right now. And so with the internet being right now, it is killing the traditional media, okay? Whether you like it or not, if you want to say I'm not credible, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Fact is, it is media. Social media. It's in the name. And so guys that used to be juggernauts in sports medium are no longer that way. And this is what I always tell people when people are saying, oh my God, man, the pros are coming here against us Joes and things. What are we going to do? How are we going to compete? Because they have credentials and things like that. And I said, listen, it's not about what they do. It's about us finding out the next thing and being innovators. And see, that's what happened to Tom Landry. Tom Landry was an innovator when he first came through. He was the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator. He was the first guy to go to small black colleges and find players. He was the one that ended up getting use of a computer and using analysis to figure out if a guy was going to be a good player or not. He had the shotgun. He had the flex defense. He was an innovator. But what happened was he no longer could change. And when you don't change, you become a dinosaur and you die. And that's what happened. And that brings me to Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, who has had his hate-filled broadcast denigrating people back in the time of Troy Aikman. He allegedly was the one who started the rumor about Troy Aikman being gay, and then a couple of months later said, people are talking about Troy Aikman being gay. Yeah, and now claims to be best buddies with my guy, Troy Aikman, and to be a Cowboys insider. The thing about being a Cowboys insider, I've seen Todd Archer and I've seen Mike Fisher there at the sidelines or at the Star and things like that. What's funny is you never ever see Skip Bayless there. You notice that? For a guy who literally says that Jerry Jones consulted with him before the Herschel Walker trade, that guy is never at the Star. Be that as it may, I've said that his show has been on life support, and it's gotten to be the point where it's really unwatchable, that not even Michael Irvin can save it. And the reality is we now realize that Shannon Sharp was the real star of the show of Undisputed. He's what kept it on life support. And after he left, Literally, the day of the draft, they had 50,000 views. Now, mind you, 50,000 views a day for somebody like me, that's good. That's good money. That's great. But understand, this is my studio. It's just me here running the boards, doing the lights, doing the camera, doing the research. It's just me that's got to eat from this. When you're Skip Bayless and Undisputed, you got lighting guys, you got camera people, you got writers, you got makeup people, you got to pay for the fancy studio. You know how much one of their cameras cost? Do you? Things are like 20, 30 grand. You got the broadcasting equipment and everything else. You got a big investment of a lot of money. And if you're not pulling in the numbers, they are literally pulling in about 10% of the numbers of First Take. And so I said, it's just a matter of time that it just is. And we're seeing this happen throughout NFL Network. They basically are selling to ESPN. You're seeing more and more people coming to YouTube because that's the media, and so on. And so here is the text. Shout out to James Nooks, who let me know so that way I could put it out there. Skip Bayless is leaving Sports FS1 and the show Undisputed, according to a report from Ryan Gaspy of the New York Post. His final show will be later this summer. This comes after an 8-year stint, not stench, at the network following his departure from ESPN. Bayless was most known for his time on ESPN's First Take along with Stephen A. Smith. Eventually, the longtime pair hosts split up, the former taking his debate show to FS1. While at FS1, Bayless partnered with Shannon Sharpe, who has since risen to medium superstardom. Sharpe's departure of the program to join Smith at ESPN in 23 after the NBA Finals. Bayless' current iteration of Undisputed feature rotation cast of panelists including Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, Rachel Nichols, and Paul Pierce. However, it did not have the same effect as debating with Shannon Sharpe. The format recently changed following Sharpe's departure last summer. Bayless did not have a moderator and instead served more as a host by introducing topics to debaters and then chimed in on the third or fourth rotation. While Colin Cowherd and Bayless were warned by colleagues that they would get lost leaving ESPN for FS1 in 2015 and 16 respectively, both were successful in making the shift. As digital platforms like YouTube, X, and Instagram made their audience portable beyond linear TV, it is expected that Undisputed will continue without Bayless. Elsewhere on the network, First Things First, Speak, and other expanded to a half hour each to fill in the time vacated by Race Hub, so on. So Bayless originally signed a 4-year, $32 million deal in 2021. With Bayless gone, it's noting Cowherd is the media's free agent following the upcoming. It's worth noting Cowherd is a media free agent following the upcoming NFL season. Wow. So that's it. Skip is gonna be gone sometime this summer. There's only a month and a half left of the summer. Wow. Things are changing in the sports media landscape. Wow. I knew it was going to come. I just didn't know it was going to come today. Peace out.